about summaries again, but now we're going into a different strategy and we're talking about the 1/3 summary. And like I've already said, what this means is you take your passage and you break it into 3 chunks. You break it into thirds. And this is going to make it so that your reading is a little more manageable and it's easier to summarize. So we're going to start with something simple at first, and we're just going to start with something with 3 paragraphs, okay? So it's really easy to see how I'm going to break this apart because I'm just going to break it after each paragraph. So there's my 1 section, my 2nd section, and my 3rd section. So the next step is going to be to read the sections and summarize them. So I'm going to start with my 1st section. So this one says, hurricanes are tropical storms that start in the ocean waters near the equator. The storm moves its way north where the air is cooler. The wind gets stronger and the rain gets heavier. The eye of the storm is located in the center of the storm. It is the storm's calmest part. There is no rain in the eye, and it can spread across 20 miles. The winds around the eye can blow as much as 200 miles per hour. They have the ability to uproot trees from the ground. They can also blow glass out of windows. So, to summarize this section, I need to take just the most important information and put it together in just a quick statement, okay? So I don't need any of the fluff. I don't need any of the specific information. I just need the main idea. So when I read all of that, I feel like the main idea is, I'm going to go ahead and change my font so that we know what my summary is. So I feel like the main idea here in this section is a hurricane is a tropical storm with heavy rain and strong winds. Okay, so you see, I didn't put any of the fluffy information, any of the specific details. I didn't put that it spreads across 20 miles. I didn't put that the wind can blow as much as 200 miles per hour. Excuse me. I just put the most important information, the detail that was basically being hinted at over and over and over again. A hurricane is just a tropical storm with heavy rain and strong winds. So now I need to move on to my next section. And this says, in the United States, summer and early fall are hurricane season. Every new season, tropical storms are labeled. The names follow alphabetical order and alternate between male and female names. For example, the first hurricane may be Hurricane Andrew, then Barbara, Christopher, Deborah, Ephraim, etc. So, again, I just need to go straight with the most important information to make sure I get my point across. Just summarize it. What is this mostly talking about? When I read this, I feel like the most important information is during the summer and early fall, which is hurricane season, tropical storms are named as they form. Okay, so I don't need to get into the specific details about it being in alphabetical order. I don't need to get into the details about it alternating between male and female. Just that as the storms form, they're named. Honestly, I don't even have to include the information that it's occurring during the summer and early fall. I could just say during hurricane season, and that would be just as fine. Okay, so now let's move on to this last section. Hurricanes can last up to 14 days long. They travel for thousands of miles across the ocean. Most of the time, they never reach the coast of the U.S., but when they do hit the coast, conditions become very dangerous. When water levels rise, there can be floods and mudslides. Houses close to the shore can be wiped out, and the people who live there can be in grave danger. All right, so let's go ahead and switch my font again. And let's get just to the meat of this. What is the most important information? Sorry, guys. So I feel like the most important information here is hurricanes can last for 2 weeks, travel long distances, and cause dangerous conditions if they hit the coast. All right, and there we have it. Super quick and easy. I'm going to go ahead and unbolt that. That's my summary of this whole bit of information. So we had these 3 big paragraphs, and I just boiled it down to 3 sentences. So let's read our summary all together. A hurricane is a tropical storm with heavy rain and strong winds. During the summer and early fall, which is hurricane season, tropical storms are named as they form. Hurricanes can last for 2 weeks, travel long distances, and cause dangerous conditions if they hit the coast. And that is all of the most important information in here. That gets the main idea across. Okay? So make sure that you have separated your article into the 3 pieces, and you have included these little summary sentences. Okay?